Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy IV 100%. I'm Circle Master. I'm still going after Cursed Ring. I have no hope of getting it. I'm really just killing time for an hour. Alright, those are both kills that count. Let's drop the mute. Really, it's just to save time on the animation more than anything else. Don't think any of these matter. Let's go fast. Why is my counter not updating? It still says 1. Whatever. Looks good. There we go. Now it says 3. So, I don't remember if I even mentioned it yesterday. During the Forge Out Fiesta stream. But the Final Fantasy VII grind got an article published on the NewYorker.com. That published yesterday morning. That was pretty cool. I did that interview back in May, so I kind of assumed that that article got spiked. Apparently it just takes a lot longer to come to fruition when it's a more let's go with prestigious, a more prestigious publication. Gotta love these visual hitches that always throw me off. I don't know if that's the game or the converter box that's making those happen. But I always become terrified that I messed up the menuing when that happens. Because odds are I do mess up the menuing. Once I finish this, I need to call the doctor's office because yesterday I ran out of pain pills and I don't see the doctor again until the 1st. So unless I can get a refill in a hurry. I'm going to have no recourse other than the TENS unit, which I don't think on its own will do as much as actual medication will. We'll see, I guess. Pen asks, still working on that ring. Yes, I am. All I can do is hope that it will not take as long as the Medusa sword took. Oh my goodness, I hate the Medusa sword. And the worst part is, no matter how long the Medusa sword took, no matter how long the Cursed Ring takes, it's going to pale in comparison to the Lilith Rod. I'm only up to 30. Jeez. Is that only 96 damage and it still killed it? Did I see that right? I'm not even sure. Ken says that monster is a noob. Yeah, but there were a couple times where I hit the soul for under 200 damage and it didn't kill it. Like 150, I don't think would kill the yellow one. Oh, I'm almost halfway there. My only hope is that Rydia will get some levels doing this. It always feels like the second half of these battles takes longer than the first. I don't know why. So Pen, if you're still here, and if anybody else in chat wants to chime in, which Final Fantasy would you guys prefer to see me do a level 99 grind in? Would you prefer one of these older Super Nintendo ones? Would you prefer a later one? Penn says in FF1 you'd only have to get to 50. Yeah, but FF1 has the morale system that would make it incredibly difficult to get to 50. Mateo says 12, which I don't own. Penn says 8 would be kind of quick relatively since enemies scale with you. Yeah, 8 and Tactics would be the fastest by far. Penn says, if you did Tactics, would you also max out all the jobs? That's also not that hard to do. I'd have to get a female generic if all jobs were to include dancer, since Ramsa can't be a dancer. Mateo says, I was doing an FF8 stream years ago where I'd gotten Lionheart on Disc 2. Disc 1, not 2. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Lionheart is. I tried playing FF8 and there was something wrong either with my disc or with my PlayStation. But when I got out into the field to do random battles, they would take over a full minute to load. So I said to hell with that. Gamer McBaggins says, hey Circle Friend, congrats on being in the New York Times. I wasn't in the New York Times. I was in the New Yorker. And technically I wasn't in that, I was on thenewyorker.com. Unless there was a New York Times article that I didn't see. Eric Beckett says, take the compliment, you. You son of a bitch. No, I appreciate it. But, you know, it is the internet. And the #1 pastime of the internet is correcting people who are wrong. Amer says, so what's happening in FF4 at the moment? I'm still trying to get a cursed ring to drop from these stupid enemies. And I'm probably still bitter about the Medusa Sword because it feels like I've been at this longer than I actually have been. It's only been a couple days. Gamer McBaggin says the only thing wrong is Dick Tree, F him. Well, I'm almost at the end of this battle, thank goodness. So yeah, Gamer, while you're here, Gamer McBaggin, which Final Fantasy would you like to see a grind happen in next? Like a level 99 grind. He says tactics. No, that's a kill counter at the bottom. Yeah, I was just saying, tactics would be really quick, because enemy skill to your level. Learn Fatal. I thought you were supposed to learn that at 52. What the hell? Also, no cursoring. What a shock. How come you learned that at 49? Oh, whatever. I'll take it. Oh wait, this has spirits. Mute. Ken says maybe the level requirement has changed for the US version. Yeah, but I thought the guide I looked up was for the US version. Gamer says 10-2. Ogrel says now for the test, except I have to find a Lilith for the test. We're slow. There it is. Now Gamer says FF11. Is that game even still active? Are the servers still up? Yeah, I could have tested the spell against the skeletons. I just realized I'm an idiot. Oh well. I should have time for a test battle after this. So yeah, maybe I could do tactics or 8 just to get them out of the way before doing a longer one. I don't know. Now Gamer is saying Mystic Quest. I played that once for the Super NES thread that I did. It was surprisingly not as bad as I was expecting. I honestly don't remember much, but I don't think it was that hard to gain levels. Although I was playing normally, I wasn't doing a starting area grind. Gamer says, what's your favorite dog breed, sir? 8 has a good boy. I don't know that I have a favorite. I mean, every dog breed has, or, well, almost every dog breed has some appeal to it, to me. But also downsides related to, like, maintenance or training or behavior issues or what have you. But I am a big fan of dogs. Right now we've got 2 dogs. Whoops, let's not miss menu. A little Pomeranian and chocolate lab that's about 8 or 9 months old. That's training to be a bird dog, hunting dog. I don't know if you can hear it, but right now the Pomeranian is barking in the background. Oh, and there's now the chocolate lab's barking. Mateo says you need to name the dog in 8 either Teddy or Rally. If I did a starting area grind, would I even get so far as to name the dog? Gamer says how much to donate to have dogs on stream playing FF. I don't know how I would get the dogs to play FF. I think it would be kind of mean to, like, tape the controller to the dog's paw so it's holding down a button. And they definitely would not want to sit still long enough to do that. But yeah, the dogs really only bark when somebody's at the door, or there's some kind of critter in the backyard, a squirrel or something. And for the backyard, it's really just the chocolate lab that barks, because she wants to go chase it. So if I, like, had them in here with me on my lap or whatever while doing this, they wouldn't really... Well, the lab wouldn't fit on my lap, but, they wouldn't really make much noise. Like, you wouldn't know that they were here. Gamer asks, what are cons to owning a Palm? I bet they shed a lot. The shedding's not really something I notice, but then I grew up with an Australian Shepherd that shed on everything. Like, the entire house had a layer of white fur because she just shed constantly. It was absurd. Like, for years after that dog passed, we were still finding her fur on stuff in the house. So, like, every dog ever since has not had a shedding problem, comparatively. But the main issue with Palms that I've seen is if you don't brush them often, their fur can get knotted. They can get stuff trapped in their fur. So sometimes you'll need to trim things out with scissors, and that's not great. And if you're not, like, super on top of the barking can be an issue. That's mostly it. Yeah, the grooming, it's not that she sheds, it's the grooming, really, that you have to stay on top of. But, like, one kind of dog that I think is super cute and I'd love to have is a Shiba Inu. But everything I've read about them says they have tons of energy. One, they have tons of energy. And two, they are incredibly willful and difficult to train. Like, they will do their own thing no matter what. And they will have the energy to outrun you, jump over your fences, and just be a huge hassle. And unless you give them lots of attention to, like, give them lots of exercise and training to siphon some of that energy off and direct it, they will just be a nightmare. By the same token, you know, you look at corgis, super cute, look adorable, would love to have one, but I've I've heard that they have a ton of maintenance issues as well as health issues. So, like, every dog that you get is going to have some pros and cons to it. You know, no dog is going to come straight from a rescue kennel or breeder or whatever, perfectly behaved and friendly and docile. It's always going to be a time investment in some area. Yeah, Gamer says, my neighbor has a Jack Russell Terrier, and it's basically a full-time job to play with it. So yeah, dogs require some investment, but if you ever want to know what unconditional love feels like, dogs will give that to you. They are awesome companions when you put the time in. Gamer says, dogs own, you can come home at 3 AM and they'll be ready to have fun. How much do you enjoy cats? I'm not a huge cat person. I wouldn't go so far as to say I hate cats. It's because I like animals in general, and cats are animals. But, I mean, there's the perception that cats are lower maintenance because a cat is basically a tiny tiger that lives in your house and ignores you. But you still have to put in some work in terms of discipline. Otherwise, the cat will destroy your house. You need to make sure that the cat understands what is and is not allowed, and that's a full-time job because the cat will test your barriers. Still have a squeaky chair. I apologize for that. Gamer says, after getting car tires fixed, let's get you a new chair. Yeah, I think the car tires goal is never going to get met. And frighteningly enough, it seems like, from what I've seen online anyway, the new chair goal would be of comparable amount. Office chairs are expensive for some reason. Ken says that tire counter doesn't count bits though, right? Or did you change it? It does not. The tire counter only counts the PayPal credit card donation link. The Streamlabs, basically. So it doesn't count Patreon, and it doesn't count bits. Although, I don't actually get money from bits or subscriptions until that gets to be at least $100. Then I'm allowed to withdraw it. And Patreon money is currently paying for my cell phone. Since a couple months ago I had to get a new cell phone because my old one stopped working, basically. Like, it stopped getting any kind of data signal. Well, thank you, gamer. So yeah, I got a new phone under the 24-month plan, whatever. So that's what Patreon money's going to, is the upcharge on my phone plan. Gamer says, how's your new phone do you recommend? Well, when I got it, the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Edge had just come out. Or I guess just the S8, I don't know if the Edge is out or not. But all the ads were for get the new Galaxy 8, whatever. So the 7s had just gotten like $200 cheaper, so I decided to get the S7. And it's definitely holding up. It doesn't seem to want to do anything with VR, despite the fact that it was advertised as VR capable. So if you care about, like, Samsung Gear VR or whatever, Google Cardboard, anything like that, get something better. Either get the Edge version, which I guess is better, or get the 8. But if all you care about is a smartphone, then yeah, it's working out really well. But yeah, tech is the kind of thing, especially with phones, you can easily go one generation older than what's current and still be fine. Also, I just realized my counter's at over 100 now. I haven't been paying attention to it. I've just been tapping it. There we go, 104. Let's see what we got. Alright, it's gonna be nothing. Here we go. It's nothing. Oh, jeez. It has to be sorted. I don't know why I still have the Avenger Sword. What am I at? I am at 12 minutes, which is not enough time for a full thing. So let's just ditch the counter. Now I want to find a fight with some undead. So I'm just going to kill these guys. Because I want to test out the fatal thing. Watch, this will be the fight where I get the cursed ring. Watch. Nope, okay. I have one less thing to be pissed off at. Okay, let's try fatal. Yeah. Let's also make sure that these things are actually undead. Okay, they are. Nope, it just misses. Boo. What happens if I cast Life 2 on you while you're alive? Nope, just misses. Oh, alright, so that's not going to work. It's not going to work, and... Yeah, Penn says, and you definitely can't cast Life on the lowest. Yeah, I already tried it, and it didn't work, and I had to look up why it didn't work. And it's because they're undead. So the Life 2 exploit doesn't work. And Fatal doesn't work, so... Yeah, I don't know. Gamer McBaggin says RNG. I guess I'm going to have to rely on RNG, yeah. Also... going to dump off some crap. I don't need 99 Cure 1s. I don't even need 9 Cure 1s. Let alone 99. Amber says, huh, never realized they called currency GP and not Gil. Yeah, Gil did not come to North America until 7. It was GP up through 6. Gamer says, do you have preference with any? Like between Gil and GP? I used to strongly prefer GP because that's what I grew up with. And therefore it was the correct one and better. But these days I don't care as much anymore. I've sort of become agnostic to the issue. Gamer says, I'm on Team Gil because I'm a baby who started with FF7. Pen says, it's all about Zenny. The only one that I still feel strongly about is FF1. Because FF1 took so much from D&D, like, openly. Like, they admit to it. They say that they were not ripping off, but borrowing a lot from D&D when they made Final Fantasy 1. And D&D uses GP. So FF1 should be GP. Just to stay true to its roots. Mega Magicite asks, why grind here when enemies on the moon are self-paved for more XP? This is not about XP, this is trying to get a cursed ring drop, which drops from these enemies here, which appear... The cursed ring actually drops from like 6 different enemies, but the most frequent occurrence is here at the base of Mount Tordeals, because souls and spirits both drop them, and they appear in abundance here. It's like 4 out of 8 encounters have spirits or souls or both. It's 4 or 5 out of 8. So it's really easy to get. Pen says, fun fact, FF1's original Japanese release had an enemy change for the NES and all future ports because they borrowed an original D&D character. Yeah, I think it's Mage, actually, and it's still called Mage in this, but it's very clearly a Mind Flayer, which is an original D&D creation and copyrighted and all that good stuff. So, so yeah, they changed it to Mage. Mega Magicite asks, is the cursed ring good in this game? No, it's terrible. It like has one status protective quality. It protects you from one status effect, and I don't remember which one it is offhand. I want to say mute. And it reduces all of your stats in exchange. It's terrible, and there's no reason to get it other than I'm doing a 100% completion run, and that means getting a cursed ring. Oh, Pen says it's the eye. Yeah, that's guarding the float stone or floating stone, whatever it is, in the ice cave. The eye was originally a beholder, which was more ball-like with shorter tentacles. Yeah, I can see how that could have used to be a beholder. Mega Magicite says a long time ago someone lied to me and said that in the NES version of FF1 you had to fight a Siren mini-boss before you could fight the Kraken. No, there's no Siren, I don't think. There's like the mermaids, but they're friendly NPCs that you just talk to. Also by Kraken, I assume you mean Tiamat. From the oldie translation. Or is Kraken the oldie one and it was renamed Tiamat? Pretty sure Tiamat was the old one. I don't remember. I don't remember. And I've only got 2 minutes. So I'm just doing this. And hoping. Even though it was a 100% chance of me not getting Cursed Ring. Gamer says, I believe. Mega Magicite says also it's called the Levistone. That must be in the remake. Because it was... like Float Stone. Or Floating Stone. And why they would rename that to Levistone, I don't know, because I believe what they were going for was Lodestone, as in, like, a magnetic stone. That's not magical enough, I guess. Even though a magnetic stone powering an airship by repulsing it from the ground is pretty freaking magical on its own. Anyway, Mega Magicite continues, and FF Mystic Quest has beholders in Pazuzu's tower. I did not get that far in a Mystic Quest. That did not even kill it. There we go. Alright, I'll just finish it off now. And we'll call it. And there it is! Cursed Ring. Gamer McBaggin was right all along. So yeah, let's compare. So let's see her. You can look at her stats right now. We can throw on the Cursed Ring, and they turn to garbage. But also, if you were to go into here, you would see all of her stats on the left there, strength, agility, all of those get reduced by 15. Mega Magicite says, so how are you going to 100% this game if both the inventory and the Fat Chocobo have limited space? I'm not going for full inventory. I just want to basically have seen every item. So I can still sell stuff off to make room, but I've gotten a Cursed Ring now. If I get rid of it, I will still have gotten one, so I'm counting that. Pen says, apparently the ring changes all resistances you have into Absorb. So that's good. I wonder now. If you have the adamant armor and the cursed ring, do you absorb like every element then? Or like everything? Is that like a super combo that nobody does? Because it's not worth it? Because adamant armor on its own is already awesome? I don't know. You know what, let me use some of these stupid cure ones. Penn says could be. Gamer McBaggin says you should try. Well, I am going to have to get an adamant armor because I have to go get a stupid pink tail. But not today. Today I'm done with that. Anyway, tonight will be more 4-Job Fiesta. I think what's going to happen in 4-Job Fiesta is I need to grind some levels because I'm seriously under-leveled in Final Fantasy V right now. I'm like 35 or 36. It's bad. Like, all the bosses are taking no damage from Guild Toss because I don't have enough levels. So I need to get that going. Anyway, that'll be tonight. And until then, take care.